Please be advised that everything in my video is purely for entertainment purposes. These are purely my thoughts and opinions and are subjective. I must advise you to please do your own research. All media users found on the public domain and are fair use and fair dealings.
Hey guys, it's me, I'm back. Yes, it's me, it's not me, it is me, of course it's me. Hi! So, what happened with my other video? There seems to be a problem. It's not letting me upload for some reason. I can get it as far as uploading onto YouTube, but I cannot, it never actually processes all of the way through, so I cannot hit post. So I've tried 3 or 4 attempts, and the only time it let me do it was when I took off all of the media, which, because I'm talking and referencing lots of photographs in that particular video, it doesn't work. Because you guys would be scratching your heads going, what? So I've decided to do an interim video to try and get the channel kind of working. I've got someone at YouTube working on it. No, I don't believe it's anything to do with Sussex Squad or Harry and Meghan have got to me. I'm pretty sure that they have never even heard of me. I wish I could say, especially at the moment, the same about them. So I've just been stomping around Lidl. I am a lovely person when it comes to animals, chatting to you guys and stuff. I know I'm a nice, kind person. Stick me in a supermarket with a mask on, I get agitated, I get hot, and there are idiots everywhere. And I know that some people cannot help when they go shopping, they have to take their children with them. But there is a difference between a parent that's keeping an eye on their kid, or they got the kid packed into the trolley like they're a little cabbage, got them in the kind of cute little baby seat and stuff, and then you see them walking around, you're like, oh no, that's fine. But Lidl have actually done something to encourage the children tearing around and smashing into your ankles. Mini trolleys. Oh, wasn't that a great idea? Let's give little toddlers a mini trolley so they can walk around with mummy. That's okay, as long as mummy is keeping check on their child and the child's not 3 aisles over smashing everyone that they can in the feet. So needless to say, I know they're children. I know they're the purest, most innocent souls in the world. But I had a moment where I just wanted to stick my foot out and trip the child up. Now, this is me showing a really evil side, and some of you be going, oh, that's so disgusting. But this child was like a demon possessed. I'd say that Damien probably was better behaved, but that's neither here nor there. So anyway, this video is going to have no media. It's just me talking because I need to get this video up and out, and I don't know what's going on. I'm waiting on YouTube to find out. So the video that I will post, which will now be coming tomorrow, fingers crossed, touch wood, or touch wood. It's going to be probably a little bit outdated, but you understand now. And it's all to do with what's going on with the interview, the clips that I had seen at that particular point, and the fact that I think that she's copying Diana. I think she's very much creepily copying Diana like she thinks she is Diana. It's like single white female shit going on now at this point. She's wearing the same colours as Diana. She's got the head tilt, the dark eye makeup, just a bit like, oh, we know this is going to be corny. But we didn't realise how bad it is going to be, and I think it is going to tank. Meghan has lots of friends come out of the woodworks. She had Patrick Adams that starred alongside her as her love interest on Suits, who has defended her because she's carrying a child. She's the one that's chosen to do this interview, Patrick. She is the one that has put herself, a woman that has very recently a geriatric pregnancy, very recently had a miscarriage. She's the one that has chosen to do this interview. Now, I'm sorry, but yes, this is absolutely her choice, but that's my point. It's her choice. No one is forcing her to do this. No one ever forced Meghan, and I have to really get this off my chest. As I said, this is a ranty video. No one forced Meghan to marry into the royal family. The royal family offered Meghan a chance. Here I go with the hands again, because Meghan had the chance to join the royal family and continue working and continue being an actress until she learnt the ropes. Meghan and Harry said they didn't want that. She was absolutely ready to give up everything to become a working member of the royal family. She must have known that it's not your normal sort of job. She must have known that Catherine, has taken very much a supporting role of William. Now she's come into her own right, but of course that's only after 10 years of slowly, progressively taking on more and more work. Celebrity and royalty is not the same thing. Now, I cannot believe for 1 second that Meghan was not told or explained to what her role would entail. She herself has watched Catherine. She spoke about Catherine a lot on the Tig blog. She followed their wedding. She watched Catherine and William's wedding and spoke about it and how much she loved her. Well, hasn't the tide turned? So Meghan was the one that convinced everyone that she would give everything up without really fully understanding. I think that she knew that she could not suddenly take a big platform and preach to the masses and become, as I said, the star of the show. That's not what the monarchy is about. Now, Patrick Adams has also, as I said, he's completely trashed our monarchy, which I think is disgusting. You're an American, butt out. It's like me sitting here and trashing your president. I can't do that. It's not my country. I don't understand how it works. I do not understand American politics. Sure, I can pass the odd comment, but he has gone out and fully vilified our queen, our royal family, like Meghan is this big innocent victim. Meghan is the one that has fallen out with everyone. What we're actually going to hear about, those of you that don't watch it, and we're going to read about it, it's already been said that she is blaming Catherine, Camilla, Charles. She is blaming the institution. She is blaming people for not protecting her, not looking after her, and it's all me, victim, victim, victim. I'm going to refresh your memories. When MEGXIT was announced, one, they never discussed it with the Queen. You think if they were really struggling and having all these mental health problems, that they could have actually sat down and said, we're really struggling. Now, reportedly, when they first went away, and what was it, for Thanksgiving, and they went to Canada, where they thus pretty much stayed, they had said that they needed a break, an extended break. Well, it turns out that that extended break was used to connive, to plot and to plan. MEGXIT was not about Meghan and Harry handing in everything and going, we quit, it's too much for us, we want a private life. They didn't say that. It's been twisted into a brand new narrative. Go back and look at the original demands. They didn't say, we're leaving, thank you for the opportunities and everything, it's just not for us. They said, we're going to do it our way. We're going to keep our patronages. We're still going to honour the duties of the Queen of our choosing. We're not going to have respect for other members of the royal family with the royal rota, you know, so we don't interrupt other people. We still are demanding state-paid, 24 hours, 7 days a week, top security, because they were, and this is in their own words, internationally protected people. They demanded that they would keep in Frogmore Cottage as their base when they're in the UK. But they also demanded that they were going to continue to use their social media, as in Sussex Royal, bearing in mind how toxic it is, and Meghan and Harry walked away from social media because it's evil. Their list of demands at the time when MEGXIT happened was they were going to continue to use it to promote themselves. MEGXIT has become diluted from what it originally was. What MEGXIT was when Harry and Meghan dropped this huge grenade, they turned around and said that they wanted to be fully paid for, because if they were still doing work for the Queen, they still got their expenses paid. Meghan was still would have a multi-million-pound wardrobe and access to this. They could put everything through because they were acting on behalf of the Queen. They were keeping the patronages. So they were going to keep every aspect of being a full-time member of the royal family, apart from the fact that they were going to do it on their terms, when they wanted, choose what they wanted, tell people what they wanted, and get paid for it. This is the long short of it. I am not making it up. This is not a hate channel, as Sussex Squad always turn around and say. This is factual. It is the truth. You can look it up yourselves. Meghan and Harry made a list of demands with MEGXIT, and it had nothing to do with Harry and Meghan stepping down because Meghan was struggling emotionally, because Harry was worried about dark forces, because of palace vipers, because Catherine and Camilla were all against her. There was nothing to do with that. There was no references to it. All they did, they had war against the media. The media were racist. The media were picking on Meghan. It was against the media, because the media were reporting stuff that they didn't want to get out there. All these claims that have come out about Meghan bullying staff, these came out a long time ago. The palace hasn't launched these just to smear Meghan. I mean, who has a serious complaint? There's more than 12 people that are part of this complaint, 12 separate members of staff, and comes back with a response going, I myself have actually been bullied, so I'd never do it. That's your excuse? There was an anti-bullying quote that went up, which turned around and said that I'm sure that it's just because Meghan's biracial, because she's a strong woman. Sometimes being opinionated means that you're a bully and a bitch. No, I don't think bullying your staff is the same as being determined, opinionated, a strong, biracial, or just, can we stop throwing that in there, people? Woman. She is a woman. It doesn't matter what colour she is, and she is the one that has completely switched her narrative. I cannot believe the stuff that I'm reading, and the little clips of Meghan, as I said, with her little tendrils softly blowing in the wind as she darkly kind of looks down and does the little Diana bits. And I'm just like, what with my computer not uploading my other videos, you can tell, like, my hair's going to be like this by the end of it. I'm going to look like the nutty professor. Her friends coming out of the woodwork and defending her. Of course She was nice to her friends. Of course she's nice to other famous people because they can still do something for her. The way you treat staff, the way you treat waiters in a restaurant, the way you treat the bag and coat girl that comes and sort of like takes everything off you when you go into these nice places. How those people get treated are how you are or who you are as a person. It doesn't matter that she was nice to you. That's like saying, oh, because my friend's nice to me, she must be perfect. What about abusive relationships where you've got a husband knocking the 7 bells of crap out of his wife, but at work, he's the loveliest, sweetest, kindest guy that ever existed? The same for women that are going home and abusing their partners or abusing their children and stuff like that. Just because they're nice to you does not a nice person make. There are too many people that have come out before she even got with Harry, people. And it's not people that, as I said, were on level with her. It's people that have been what Meghan would deem, as I said in my video that I haven't posted that you're going to watch. You will watch it. They're pebbles in her shoe. They're shit on her shoe. As I said, how you treat a waiter says everything about you. I myself worked as a waitress and I've worked at bar staff. I have had a very respectful man come in, absolutely lovely, dressed to the nines, you know, very expensive. You can tell sometimes, pure money. And he's been lovely to me, he's been polite to me. And I've also had someone with money come in and go, that, for me, if anyone ever sees me on the street and they come over, don't do it, don't do it. I did actually lose a bar job because of that. So Oprah is reportedly fuming because James Corden has pipped her to the punch. Oprah's paid a lot of money to have this big, you know, big reveal interview come out. And Harry and James Corden, the whole bus thing came out before. Now, it was apparently obviously pre-filmed, but I believe that it's supposed to come out after this big tell-all, this big reveal. But it hasn't, it's come out before. So, you know, everyone's already heard, you know, Harry's story about why he left the monarchy, what he was doing. Archie's first word being crocodile. Sure, Harry, sure. Ma, 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 da, 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 pa, 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 for every other baby in the entire world. But Archie was crocodile. Meghan has spoken that she is not going to delay this interview because Prince Philip, all the stuff with being Prince Philip, is being used to muzzle her. Yes, a 99-year-old man, forget the fact that he is Prince Philip and the Queen's husband, a 99-year-old man decided to get an infection, decided to go in hospital with a worldwide dangerous bug that, to be fair, at 99 years old, chances are he'd be a goner. And then it wasn't quite dramatic enough. Meghan was still careering on ahead to get her voice out there. So he decided to have heart surgery while he was at it. All to muzzle Meghan, of course. Wow, this is deranged. It is insane. And as I said, the bit that is doing my head in, I have been there through every step of MEGXIT. I remember what people were so shocked at in the beginning. I don't understand why the newspapers are not reminding people. She made a list of demands. It had nothing to do with leaving the monarchy because she couldn't handle the job. She couldn't handle the pressure. The people weren't supporting her. The family were cruel to her. There was none of that. I tell you when the narrative switched, it was after the Sandringham summit. They gave their list of demands, but they wanted everything, all of the perks of being in the royal family, but none of the duty. They didn't want to do anything they didn't want to do. They wanted to control their media. They wanted total control and to be paid for it. They wanted to be able to merchandise their titles, the royal family, to make commercial deals and money. They have proven that they have still continued to do this, regardless, with the past year. The Sandringham summit took place. Prince Philip reportedly so angry he left before Harry even turned up. Well, you can't blame him really. But when the Queen and Charles and William sat down with Harry, they gave a list of, okay, we'll give you a 12-month review. This can stay open, this can stay open. But the main word that they said, which has caused all of this, was no. You cannot be half in, half out. You cannot make money off being a member of the royal family. You cannot merch Sussex Royal. You cannot destroy the Queen's legacy, but they are hell-bent on doing it. So I have to say, for those of you that know, that have come across a narcissist before, you know I'm very big on Meghan being a narcissist. Just Google up traits of a narcissist. She's like a checkbox. But one of the biggest things that you say to a narcissist is the same as declaring all out war, and that is no. If you say no to a narcissist, it is an absolute revenge vendetta, and this is it. Meghan is not stopping. We've already had Finding Freedom, we've had continuous leaks from her friends since she left, and the stories have progressively got worse. Now, from the clips that I have seen of this Oprah interview, she might as well just be sitting there going, yeah, and then this happened, and this totally happened, and this happened, and this happened and this happened and da 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 da. Meghan chose to join the royal family. Meghan rushed the wedding to be part of the royal family. Now, I understand with Meghan, her age, that they wanted to have a baby very, very soon. Fair enough, that's got nothing to do with it. But she careered into it. She gave up everything very quickly. She didn't want to learn the ropes. She didn't want to do the years put in that Catherine did. She wanted everything and she wanted it now. And here she is saying that actually when I got in there I didn't like it. Take some flipping responsibility for your own actions. Harry needs to take responsibility. Perhaps Harry completely lied to Meghan. I mean, look at Meghan's intelligence level compared to Harry. I don't quite fall for that one. Who knows the dynamics between this couple other than, as you'll hear in my other video, Norman Bates, come in mother. It's creepy. It's creepy the fact that she's behaving like she's Diana. It's creepy that she's dressed a cross between Michael Jackson from his Martin Bashir interview and Diana. It's creepy that she emulates Diana. It's creepy that she's doing the same head tilts, that she dressed like her. It is downright creepy. And now this stuff that's coming out is unhinged. If all this stuff happened to her in the beginning, why didn't they leave? Why did they not leave the royal family then? Why did they refuse to give up those titles? Surely if she had such a traumatising experience. And as Patrick Adams says, you know, gosh, and Chrissy Teigen's popped up, you know, oh, poor Meghan doing this interview. The royal family is so evil making Meghan do this interview that she could lose her baby. What? She's doing the interview herself. She's putting herself under the spotlight again. Meghan is the one that chose to marry into the royal family. Meghan, she's a grown-ass adult. She wasn't 19 years old. She was twice married beforehand. She is a celebrity of sorts, especially around Toronto. No, she wasn't a Hollywood actress, but she is a well-seasoned woman of the world. She is not a shy, innocent, oh, people could take advantage of me sort of woman. Sussex Squad and all of her fans keep saying what a strong, independent-minded woman Meghan is. Why would she want to stay with the royal family, which she did. MEGXIT was them staying with the royal family. All I'm saying is, people, please just listen to what I am saying. The stories that she's coming out with now are completely different. When MEGXIT was announced, they were staying part of the monarchy. They were cherry picking the bits that they wanted. They made a list of demands. That is not a couple that were experiencing heartache, turmoil. They were being suppressed, oppressed. That Meghan felt that no one was protecting her. This narrative only happened after the Queen started telling them no. As soon as Harry and Meghan got told that they were not going to get their way, this is when the revenge started. So I feel like I've had the therapy session now. This is great. Yeah, this is great. So anyway, I'm sure some of you are ranting along with me going, yeah, girl, you say it. I have been so frustrated and I swear, see, look, my hair is showing the level of frustration I'm feeling right now. I picked a grand old time to give up alcohol, haven't I? I really have. I could really do with a large glass of vino after this, and some of you could probably be thinking the same after watching me. Even Oprah Circle think that this is going to bomb. Notice none of the A-listers are coming out in Meghan's defence. Notice, okay, it's only friends that Meghan was nice to coming out, but there's no one speaking forward for her apart from her makeup artist, the crying makeup artist. But no one is coming forward saying how wonderful she was. There are far too many stories out there that if Meghan thinks that you are lower than what she is, you are nothing to her. You are a flea, and she will treat you accordingly. It's obviously not going to go down well. People, even fans, I've seen actual fan blogs saying that they still love Harry and Meghan, but they need to let this go now. They've left. They got what they wanted. They've left. Keep coming back and trying to start a war with the palace. This is what narcissists do. They are their own worst enemy. Meghan will not let it go. She's now going after Camilla. She's now going after Catherine. Meghan has got a vendetta and it's vengeful. And she has got it in for the firm, for the institution, for our royal family. And I just really see her house of cards crumbling after this. Plus, with all of the bullying investigation, the Charity Commission is now openly looking into what happened with Sussex Royal. Where did all those donations go? Why did they get put across into Harry's own private limited company? Are we about to see a big bucket of karma finally hit Montecito? I wish Meghan an absolute safest pregnancy, and I really, obviously, I would never wish any harm to come to her, but she is the one that is choosing to do this interview. She is the one that is choosing to attack the royal family. She is the one that chose to get involved with Finding Freedom. She is the one that chose to join the royal family. She is the one that chose to jump in feet first. She is the one that chose to stay in Canada and not be there for the Megxit negotiations. She is the one that is sitting there declaring war on the House of Windsor. This is all Meghan's doing. It's all been Meghan's choices. So on that note, I'm going to go. I hope you actually get to see this video. Otherwise, I'm going to be the next video. Is me in a straight jacket just rocking. So I will be back with you guys soon. Soon. Anyway, remember, people, don't watch the interview. Don't give them the ratings. There will be enough coverage where you do not give ITV the ratings and you do not give CBS the ratings. Let's hit them where it hurts. Anyway, bye.
If you like my video, please remember to like and subscribe. Please, angry typists, you will be blocked, so save your fingers the time. If you would like to buy me a coffee, please go to my About page and click the link. Love, Taz.